Hey everybody, my name is Martin. In the first video, we talked about doing a 4-door to 2-door body swap. Well, now with that Super Sport 64 body, I'm gonna cut the roof off. I have a convertible car that I'm gonna cut up for the tub, and I'm gonna make a convertible conversion. I'm doing this mostly for fun. I'm not a fabricator or anything like that. We'll be using everything from my original 4-door I got when I was 14 years old, and this modified Super Sport body. The frame I wrapped and molded. I did some round edges. I'll show that in the next video. Took the driver's side off, cut it with the Zaza and angle grinder. That has so I have to take those wheel wells off. Gotta make some clean cuts because those wheel wells on the hardtop cars, they're about 1.5 inches taller this way. So when the rack goes back, it'll actually hit the top of the wheel wells, and then the rack is sticking way up. So the convertible car has lower profile wheel wells. Gotta cut out, do on that side, cut the wheel wells out, and cut this, probably cut like out to here. So this is a 64 Impala Super Sport that I cut up, man. I cut this thing up. I'm gonna make a working convertible. I need the convertible parts up here. I'm gonna reinforce the rockers. I have a reinforced frame. Real rag top that opens and closes. You won't be able to tell unless maybe you take the seats out and you look at the welds, or you go underneath of it. But I'm gonna bed liner the whole bottom of the car, so you won't be able to tell, I think. Gotta replace the trunk, gotta replace some floorboards. That rack break free?
One side did.
Oh. Well, this side still has the ram hooked up, I think. One side has it and one side doesn't, see?
What do you mean?
This ram?
Yeah, it's probably this one.
Yeah. Because I remember I got one out by myself, just messing around.
No, that one's not.
Got a little bit of cutting to do. We got to remove those rockers. We got to remove this part. Get the spot welds off of here. Take the door jambs off. Put it right here. Plop. Buick Wildcat convertible tub. And I got this as a whole car, so I've been cutting on it and cutting on it, sending stuff to scrap. I must have had this tub for about almost 5 years. This Impala for about 6 or 7, and that frame since about 2006. That frame came off a 4-door. To use the door jambs from the Impala. These are the Buick Wildcat door jambs. They're the same, but I don't want to move my door jambs on the car and have to realign the doors and everything. So I'm taking this out. This is a support. I'm gonna reuse this. This is different from the hard tops right here. So I cut it out at the first notch. So it has these notches right here. I cut it out the first notch, and I'm gonna weld the convertible windshield posts onto here. But there's a lot of layers. So I don't just want to weld the outside layers. I might do something where I make a step and take a piece of this off so I could weld the inside layers, like stagger it. I saw another guy do it when he changed the pillar, so all right, I have this part right here. It's the inner support from the door jamb and the quarter panel on the convertible. So I'm actually gonna modify it. I'm gonna cut this out. It'll, my support I made is in the way for this, so I'm gonna cut this out. It'll be welded down here in the rocker. And that's how it will sit. Now we'll have a lot to weld up here, and then we'll weld on the rocker a little bit. And that'll help. Here's one place where I made a mistake. You know, everyone talks about like, oh, the wheel wells, convertible wheel wells, hardtop wheel wells. The rack doesn't sit down low enough with the wrong wheel wells. So I went to change the entire wheel wells from the convertible car and put them in the hardtop body. But I guess the better way you could do it is you cut the wheel wells in half at the seam, at the pinch weld, and you use the outer half from the hardtop and the inner half from the convertible. It actually makes it much easier to do in practice, and it'll give you a way cleaner job. That's not what I did. It's what I should have done, but just thought I'd add that in. All right, so we were to line up the holes. Then I made this template from the other car.